Real quick, I just have to address all these stupid comments that are left on the Rob Van Dam video from a bunch of potheads. And frankly, I dismiss most of them because they're from potheads, from people that are stoned. A lot of people are saying that, all the medicinal, all the benefits of marijuana. Well, I'm not going to dispute that, but it has to be prescribed by a doctor. Otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to, I guess we should just legalize, methadone and, every painkiller on the market. We should just legalize it. So, and to prove again, because you people were probably stoned out of your mind when you saw my video and you didn't grasp what I was saying. Well, the point is that because to prove that it's the height of irresponsibility for Rob Van Dam because he's a pro wrestler, and I think it would have been far more mature and responsible of him to say, even if he's being a hypocrite, to say that pot's no good and kids shouldn't be smoking pot, and not be an advocate for legalizing it. It's because people are lazy, people lack control, and people are weak. And I'll prove that to you. What I want everybody to do right now is hopefully if you have a full-length mirror nearby, is strip down. All right, strip down to your birthday suit and stand in front of the mirror and just look at yourself. All right, just look. You see the hundreds of pounds of fat that's pushing out and making folds in your skin. You see that? You see that 40-pound fat apron that's hanging in front of where your genitals are supposed to be? What I want you to do is pick up that 30-pound fat apron and just hold it in your hands. It's disgusting, right? And right about now, you're probably smelling something putrid. That's the sweat and that bacteria forming from all the moisture and because air and sunlight can't get underneath those folds. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And that's why a lot of people in the United States are overweight, because people are weak. And if you're weak, you're not going to have any control. You have no discipline. So again, it's irresponsible for this guy Rob Van Dam, unless he's just so stoned out of his mind, to say that marijuana should be legalized, knowing with the way people are. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he could smoke pot and he can control it, but that doesn't mean, what's good for what he could control that, a lot of other people could control. So again, that was irresponsible on his part. Now I know everyone's on the edge of their seat because they want to know what I thought about the Brock Lesnar Frank Mir fight last night. Let me just say this: I had predicted on my Twitter account that Frank Mir was going to win, and it's obvious that what happened was, and I didn't even see it, but I didn't have to see it. I know that Frank Mir, for some odd reason, wants to keep his high school aged his body look like it's a high school kid. He had ample time between the last fight and this fight to go to the gym and do whatever it takes to pack on, 20, 30, 40 pounds of adult muscle on his body. But he doesn't want to do that. So I thought, if he would have beefed up and did what he had to do, whatever it takes to win, that he would have had a chance to beat Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar, I firmly believe that he's a klutz. He's a big, clumsy guy. He has skinny legs, and he's all upper body, and he can't throw a really good punch. And I'll prove that he's clumsy is because in high school and college he pursued wrestling. And the only reason why, this is the truth, folks, nobody says it, but you're going to get it from me. The only reason why kids join a wrestling team in high school or college is because they got kicked off or they couldn't make the football team. And that's the truth. If they were good athletes, they would have played football. Because nobody watches high school wrestling or college wrestling. So they got kicked off the football team. And I'll prove it another way. The Steiner brothers, great, All-American, all that kind of stuff in wrestling. You ever see them run? They can't run. And they're klutzy. So if they were good athletes, they would have played football. No one's going to say this, but it's the truth. So Brock Lesnar, he's a wrestler. He's a clumsy guy. He tried football and got his head handed to him. And frankly, the only reason why he didn't make it in pro wrestling is because he started believing all the hype. And he started, I don't know, but I do know, because I know. He probably just started dropping everybody on their heads because he's not a good athlete. He's hurting people, and they got rid of him, So he's a big klutz, so he gets involved with mixed martial arts, which is basically a bunch of guys who couldn't make it in boxing, couldn't make it in football. So, Dana White, who's a bit of a weirdo, I think. I was watching the UFC top 100 fights yesterday on television, and the camera would cut to Dana White anytime like something spectacular happened inside the octagon, and there was just something weird about the way he kind of giggled. You know, it was almost like it was kind of creepy, like a feminine, and you know, it's kind of weird why this guy got involved in making up this whole mixed martial art things, but. It was just kind of creepy the way he kind of giggled, you know. That's just a personal observation. I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's all about. But I just thought it was kind of creepy, you know. Anyway, this little segment has just been called My Observations. And I'm actually thinking about dressing it up, you know, like on TMZ, you know, boom, 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 with graphics and stuff. I think that'll be pretty cool. Again, for all you stoners out there, I went to church and I said a prayer for you, and I hope you people... you know, hope you grow up, start doing the right thing, and start acting a little bit more responsible. And stop leaving those stupid motherfucking comments.